makers, join me today to make a super fun holiday candle using our eco candle dies. I have our gorgeous 11-ounce allure vessel here, which has a very unique double wall, and I have put some really fun botanicals inside of here that already give this vessel a gorgeous holiday twist. I'm also going to add an additional layer of fun here, pun intended with layers, using red and white layers of wax to create sort of a candy cane holiday effect in this vessel. For our dye, I'm using our Scarlet Eco dye from Makesy.com. Dyes are highly concentrated and they are also Eco Reach certified, which means that they're safe for people, planet, and pets. So the first step in making our candle is melting our wax. Today I'm using our Supernatural Soy Flakes, which are an all-natural blend of 100% soy. And I'm also gonna be using one of my favorite fragrance oils from Makesy, Cashmere and Vanilla. This fragrance is sweet but sexy. It's a beautiful vanilla that honestly, I've just never met anyone who doesn't love this fragrance. It's a great year-round fragrance, but it definitely can go perfectly with this kind of warm, cheery holiday vibe that I have going on with this candle. If you have never made a candle with this wax and this fragrance oil before in this type of vessel, you will need to conduct Wick testing, or you can utilize our Wick guide on Makesy.com, and you can enter in your vessel, your wax type, and we will tell you which wick we recommend that you use. So today I'm using the Ultimate Wick, which is a very cool wooden wick that crackles while it burns, which adds even more fun to this holiday candle, that it's going to have the ambiance of a crackling fireplace once I'm ready to actually use it. So I've already put in my wick, but to do this, you basically just need to take your wick clip, a wick, and a wick sticker, put those three things together and adhere it to the center of your candle vessel. This is going to be a multi-step process because I am doing layers in this candle. So once I get started, we'll have to wait for each layer to mostly cool before we're ready to pour the next layer on top of it as well. So first, let's get our wax, and we're going to combine our fragrance and our dye together, and then we'll be ready to start pouring. As I mentioned, this is an 11-ounce fill, so I am going to take my wax, which I've already melted and poured into my pouring pitcher, and I'm simply going to add in 1 ounce of fragrance oil. This is gonna give me 1 ounce of fragrance oil, 10 ounces of wax, which puts me at about a 9% fragrance load. When you are making candles, you do want to stir for at least 2 minutes in order to fully incorporate your fragrance oil with your wax. So put on your favorite song, hang tight, chillax, and stir your fragrance and wax together. Brian, cue the Christmas music. Now that my fragrance oil is fully incorporated into my liquid wax, I'm going to pour off half of this mixture. So I'm gonna take 5.5 ounces out of this. I'm gonna put it into my other pitcher, and that's how I'm gonna split off these waxes. Half of it will be colored red, and the other half is gonna stay white. So 5.5 ounces, here we go. Okay, beautiful. This is gonna be the pitcher that I mix my dyes in. So I am gonna go ahead and pour my first layer now of wax into this candle. These dyes, as I mentioned, are highly concentrated. So I'm going for a darker, more vibrant red color today. Still, I only need to use 0.05%. If you're going for a lighter shade, you'll use a 0.005%. These dyes really go a long way, especially compared to other dyes that are available in the market. You'll be able to get away with using way less of these for still a very vibrant effect. You may want to wear gloves because the dye can stick to your hands and your skin as well. So I'm going to pull off 0.05 ounces of this dye which is a very, very small amount. It's about 0.0028. So it's going to be about a quarter of this bottle. Fabulous. You can set that to the side. And while there are recommended percentages on the dyes, it's also really up to you and your preference. So if you've never worked with eco dyes before, then I do recommend just adding a few drops at a time. So you can add a few drops, blend, see what it looks like, and then continue to darken the color if you want it to be more vibrant. And then you'll see the true color of the wax once it's cooled as well. So you can also make small little wax melts to test samples by using different amounts of drops in each sample. And then you can determine exactly the shade that you're looking for. Okay, so the first layer has cooled, and I've been keeping my other wax warm on a hot plate in order to keep it liquefied while this cools. So this is a labor of love. You've got to be patient when you're making a layered candle. But now my first layer is cooled and I'm ready to pour in my next layer. Let's go ahead and pour our next layer of red wax. It's giving candy cane vibes. It is gonna look darker when it's liquefied, and it's gonna be like a very pretty vibrant red color once it's cooled. So again, patience is a virtue here. We're gonna let this red one cool. We're gonna come back when it is solidified, and I'm gonna pour one final layer on top. Let's pour it and create this gorgeous holiday candle. There you have it, guys. Thanks for joining along and making this beautiful candle with me. Again, you can find all the supplies that we used on Makesy.com, so head there to pick up everything that you saw used in this video today, and we'll link it below as well. Thanks so much for joining, and be sure to subscribe to stay in the know on all the latest makers, tips, and tricks. Now go make it happen.